Hey everybody, it's Monday. Just figured I'd upload a new craft that's easy to do for kids, for adults. It's a great stress reliever. It's a great time passer. And to be honest, I need to craft just to keep my mind occupied. Anyway, you need 4 items. Oh wait, we are going to make a beautiful flower. Now, depending on the size of your paper, depends on the size of the flower. So this size paper, which is 12 by 12, will make this size flower. I'd say it's probably a 3.5-inch flower. If you have bigger paper, it makes larger flowers. The important thing is that each side of the paper is the same size. So here we go. You need 4 things. You need paper, scissor, pen or pencil, crayon, whatever, and some type of glue. I'm using a hot glue gun. With regular paper, I believe you can use a glue stick. I don't have one, so I'm going to use my glue gun. Anyway, first step is taking the piece of paper and we're going to fold it so we have 4 boxes. So let's fold it in half. And then fold it in half again. So we have our 4 even squares. And then basically what we're going to do is just cut down the lines. And you don't have to be too picky about it. You could trim any of the excess pieces off afterwards. Okay, so for each square, we're going to fold it into a triangle. Then fold it again into a triangle. And then one more time into a triangle. So that's 3 times for each square. There's one. And if you have a little bit of this curled up piece from the first fold, it's no big deal. We can trim it off later. Two. And 3. 2 more to go. And like I said earlier, you can use larger paper for larger flowers, smaller paper for smaller flowers. You can use different colored paper to mix up the colors in your flower. You can have a piece of paper, have the kids color it, then cut it into 4s to make a flower. And the last one. See, I'm off by a hair on this one. I'm just going to trim it a little bit, just so it's even. Okay, so now you have 4 triangles. Now, you always want to keep the spine on it. You don't want to cut that off. That's important. So each one, I like to put the spine by my left hand where it looks like it's going to open like a book. What I'm going to do is take my pen from the left to the right, make like a wavy pattern. I'm going to do it for every one of them. Here's the spine, lay it flat. It opens like a book. Do a wavy pattern. They don't have to be the same. And the deeper the wave, the better. Spine opens like a book. Wavy pattern. And the last one. Here's the spine. Opens like a book. And the wavy pattern. Now you cut where each wavy pattern is. And I like to cut below where the pattern is, so it gives a little more arc, a little more texture. Just makes it a little more fun. Just trying to make sure it's rounded. See? That's 2. Three. And 1 more. I try to make them all a little bit different, so when you put them on there, they don't all look exactly the same, because no flower is exactly the same. Their petals aren't the same, so it's important. Okay, so each one, when you open it up, will look like this, and there's sections for each one. So there's 4 triangle shapes. We're going to cut 1 out of this one. The second one, we're going to cut 2, the third 3, and the fourth 4. I'll show you. So this one, I'm just going to cut 1 out of, 1 triangle out of this one. So to the middle, and to the middle. That's 1. Saving the middle piece, putting it to the side. This one, I'm going to cut 2. Sorry for my messy hands. I have ink, glue, everything on them. Okay, so see, this one looks a little different, and that's okay. So we're going to cut 2. So right down to the middle, and then right down to the middle again. So there's the 2. Put it to the side, put this to the side. This one, 3. So we'll do 1, 2, 3. So 3 on this side, this one here, and then last but not least, this one. Well, it's basically half of it, because there's, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. So basically it's half. Half on this side, half on this side. So now, come back to what we have here. So if you lay it flat, you have the inside over here. You put your glue, nice straight line, and you lap it over like that. Oops, sorry. My bad, I made a little mistake there, but that's okay. Gives it more character when you curl it later. Don't give up on it, it's fine. Here's the second one. Hold on, ran out of glue. Hold on, nice and easy. And like I said, you can use a glue stick. It should be like a cone shape, kind of. That's the second one. So we have 2 so far. Got glue on my fingers. Here's the third one. Like a cone shape. And here's the last one. Oops. Fell out again. And like I said, if you think about it, if you have this color and a lighter, see, like I have another color here, I could essentially cut different colors and layer them inside of each other. Be really pretty. Okay, so now we have those 4, and now we're going to do the inside ones. Same concept, same exact thing. They're just going to be a little smaller, and as they get smaller and smaller, it gets a little tough, but it's not a big deal. Again, it's not made to be perfect. 2. I hope you guys are finding it fairly easy to do. The smaller it gets, it's a little tougher, but and then the last one, got to kind of roll it on itself. This is my craft table. Don't mind all the gunk on it. Okay. See, even glue's even giving me a problem. Try to roll it on itself. Hey, it's not cooperating, this one. Here we go. Roll, 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 roll. There you go. Oh, it got cold. Being temperamental. There we go. Okay, so now we have those 4. So now the next step is, here's the first one I did. See here, this one's a little pointier than what I'd like. I'm just going to give it a little rounded edge. And then I'm going to take the pen that I used to make the petals, and I'm just going to kind of curl the edges just a little bit. Just to give it a little more of a natural feel. One. Same for this one. I'll give this a little curl it a little bit. Nice little shape. I like to form it in my palm a little bit. That's 2. Same for this one. And basically you're going to do it on all of them. Just give them a little curl. My phone's tipping over. There we go. Ouch. Same for the middles. See, this piece I don't like. Yeah, it's pointy. I'm just going to make it a little round. I can glue on everything as usual. I always say when I work, I'm like a mad scientist. Two. It's okay if it rips a little bit. To me, it just gives it a little character. Okay, so now you have the middles, and then I have the big ones. So now with the big one, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to put a little glue in the bottom. It's okay that it's ripped right there, because as soon as I put this in, you won't even see it anymore. Okay, now I'm going to put a glue in the next one. See, it's starting to look like a flower. And then the last one for the big flowers, big petals. So far, that's what we're looking at right now. So now we're going to put the middles in. you go from largest to smallest, just like the bottom layer. The phone keeps tipping. Glue, and one more. Put it right down in the middle. Try to hold it there a little bit, get a little stability to it. Hold everything in place. And then you can play with it. Bend them out a little bit. And if you wanted to get a little fun, I have these inks. Blue, you don't want blue. Here we go, it's like a burgundy. And basically, I'm just going to distress a little bit of the edges. Gives it a little dimension. But you don't have to do it if you don't like it. Let me see if this one shows up a little darker. Oops. So now it looks like a tea rose. You can pick out whatever glue, whatever it is. And that's it. Pretty flower. I made this one. I made this one. And I made that one. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, message me. Bye.